before like really the internet was like really a big thing, and that's just like an interesting time period to like look back upon, where like people were really living in the present. I don't know, it's just very interesting to see.
Yeah, like it's
watching Alf on TV, listening to Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, well,
it's such a corny like showing of that it's the 80s.
We're also playing the safety dance. It's like 3, 2, say 1. Dun, 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 dun. You could dance if you want to. You do, dun, dun, dun. But anyway, imagine like
Andrew's singing career is about to take off.
I mean, the past 20 episodes or something, man's been showcasing his singing. So.
Hey man, like
I hope the record labels are listening.
Yeah, Justin Bieber is found on YouTube, and like we're starting to put these episodes on YouTube. So maybe I'll be next Justin Bieber. Me and Selena could. Hailey Bieber, kind of a cool guy. Honestly, we gave him a lot of hate as a child. Justin Bieber kind of living the life, man. He's honestly kind of a nice dude, and I heard. Like, he went through that period when he was like 19, he was kind of a dick, but like, honestly, if you're famous since you're like 15, we're all gonna be that way.
Probably.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, the fame's starting to get to us.
Yeah, we have 3 episodes. We have 2 episodes with 32 downloads. We have 1 with 31. So, I mean, if you count that up, that's a what? 95? If you multiply that by like 100, then we're pretty famous.
Not too bad.
So, maybe like someday.
Just need a couple hundred more of those views and then we can make it.
Yeah. Pretty crazy. But the 80s though, crazy.
Yeah.
What else would you do if you came to and you were in the 80s?
The lack of phones.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine like living your day in a Colorado ski resort with no phones.
Oh yeah. Well, it's cool too. There's a scene where Jacob, the one kid that I guess we could relate to, who's similar to our age group and to what we grew up in. He meets some girl at, I think it's a club or whatever they're at, some ski club. And he tells her that he has to go, but he's like, he's like, how can I get in contact with you? Like, do you have like text message? Do you have the like email or whatever? She's like, what's that? Just come find me. I don't know, it's just so different to be like, we text everyone nowadays.
Yeah.
And we like Snapchat everyone nowadays. I feel like it's definitely taken away from the person-to-person contact.
Human experience. Bring back knocking on doors.
Exactly. That's the thing, too, where it's like so crazy to think about, but there's a Sebastian Maniscalco skit. Shout out to Sebastian Maniscalco. But,
it's funny.
Where he was like, back when he was growing up, people would knock on the door, and his parents would be like, oh, who's there? Like, they would be this big thing. They'd be like, all right, let's like bring out the cake. Let's bring out like dessert. Let's like, it'd be awesome. Like, people would be like, so excited to have a knock on the door. And like in 2021, and even since like, I don't even know, early 2000s, people knock on the door and you're like, who the hell is that? Who's knocking on my door right now?
Literally.
Which is so interesting too, and brings up another point, I guess, where watching this movie and seeing how it's based in the 80s, we were saying how all of us like will go on trips and stuff and maybe go on like a group trip with each other. Like maybe even to a ski resort or something. And we'd like rent an Airbnb or something and stay there. But it would be all of us there. But there's still this like ounce of disconnect between human to human contact. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be like...
You're not necessarily meeting people.
It'd be like, yo, we should like get on Tinder and see who's on Tinder. Not like, let's just go out and just have a great time.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite times is like when we have a good friend, Jack. He's like this lake house. Like, pretty fun. Mm-hmm. And like he used to not have Wi-Fi there, and I used to love like going there, and my phone was just not working for like 2 nights.
It was great,
and I would just enjoy like every single moment of the day. And he got Wi-Fi, he's got to evolve with time, I guess.
Yeah, that's how that's what brought the famous text from my dad.
What was the famous text?
Would you FaceTime your papa?
Oh yeah.
Did you FaceTime your papa and you didn't get the text?
I got it, and I was like, I can't. I don't have Wi-Fi. Right.
Also, like camping. When you guys go camping,
I've never been like camping in the woods.
Did you have last summer? Me, you, Drew.
Oh, that's a fact.
That was fun.
That was real camping.
Yeah, we got hammocks and shit.
Hammocks in the middle of the woods.
But
you guys you slept in hammocks?
We did Presidential Range in New Hampshire. We didn't finish it, but we got like for anyone listening, we got like Monroe, Jefferson, Adams, Washington, Madison. Yeah, maybe not Monroe, but Madison instead. And we camped.
Okay.
Kind of a sidetrack, but I don't know about you. You weren't really bugging too much, but me and Jack, we were talking about this another. Me and Nick were talking about it another time. We were in Zion National Park bugging about mountain lions, and this trip, we were bugging about bears. Me and Jack, our friend Jack. We'll have him on the podcast probably sometime.
We had the food up in the bear bag.
We were all, me, Steve, and our friend Jack were in hammocks.
No,
and our friend Driz were in hammocks. And our friend Jack was in the tent.
just some meat sacks waiting.
Wait, how did you guys have like mosquito nets around you or no?
No, we were fine. We had body spray and we were like wearing long pants and stuff.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
we were like hanging in the tent, or hanging in the hammock and shit. And
We had a
like,
little triangle going.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I heard like a crunch going in the background. The entire night I could barely sleep. And at a certain point, I like kind of knocked out because I was like so tired. But every time I heard a crunch, I was like, dude, I'm gonna fucking die. Like there could be a bear like just sniffing on me like any moment, a black bear. I would have nothing in my life to like freaking prepare myself for that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I like pissed off the side of the hammock because I'm not gonna fucking hammock in the middle of the night.
I wasn't as worried about the bear, although it definitely came to mind when I heard shit. But like, I also did not sleep.
Really? Was it just because it was uncomfortable or?
Yeah, I was just like, I couldn't like wrap my head around it.
I feel like you need a pillow for a hammock or at least a sweatshirt to put under your head.
I had a sleeping pad, a little quilt,
Oh, you came prepared.
sweatshirt and pants.
That's pretty dope.
But like, you know, there'd be nothing in your life that prepares you for an encounter with a wild animal.
Yeah,
Like, there's be nothing. Like you think about your life. Oh yeah, I remember that time I played soccer or whatever.
Mm-mm.
No, like a wild animal.
One kid one time did tell me he was gonna eat me.
That's
on
nothing,
an
though.
AAU basketball court.
That's nothing.
He was like, "I'm gonna eat you." We were in 7th grade.
Yeah, that's
It'd
weird.
be scary.
That guy's just a weird kid. Needs like psychological help.
I think he might have been on roids. Kid was jacked.
Really? That's wild. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Overall, great movie. We've got definitely that winter vibe for sure.
Yeah, I want to go snowboarding now.
Definitely it brought up that, like, so I went skiing for my second time ever this past year.
Really? I thought you skied more than that.
Huh?
I thought you skied more than that.
No, I played hockey growing up, so that mostly took over the winter season.
facts.
You know, couldn't really ski.
I couldn't go much in the high school winters.
Yeah.
As a basketball.
So, I mean, I was in North Carolina skiing, which was, it was still a great time. I mean, for me, not knowing much about, like, slopes and skiing and that area, it was a lot of fun. I picked it up kind of quickly, but I would definitely say it's, I don't know, it's just like something about going down the mountain and like being able to stand up on the skis. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Such a good vibe too.
Skiing was fun.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at skiing.
Really?
I've only skied like a couple times in my life.
Okay.
You snowboard though.
Yeah, because I've snowboarded.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Maybe that's another thing why this movie's so nostalgic. I skied a lot when I was young, so maybe like the whole like ski vibe at night. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like lodge vibe.
Do you do night skiing? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's all like there's a lot of places in New Hampshire, like Gunstock, place called
Pat's
Crotchet,
Peak.
Pat's Peak. A lot of good places.
Oh, Redden Woods has night skiing, right?
I don't think I've been there nighttime skiing. But
Neither have I, but I think they have it.
yeah.
What's your favorite part of skiing?
What do you mean?
Like, just any part. Glades, groomers,
Oh, I like the long
chairlift.
I like the really long, like green and blue trails. You kind of like go along the edge of the mountain. And it takes like
And-
20 minutes to go down. You just enjoy.
You got a nice scenic
You,
view.
you get like some speed too, but when you like do the black diamonds are obviously fun, but you know those go by so fast. I
Yeah.
was like, I get back in the lift, but you like take the time, kind of enjoy the scenery of it all. Nice trail with a lot of scenery. I love
Mhm.
that shit.
Unless it's like really hard where you have to stop every 10 seconds.
Yeah, well, I don't like that kind of black diamonds.
I
no.
went into these glades at Cannon this year when I went with my dad. And that, like, obviously he didn't do it. So I went alone. And it was literally like straight down. And it was just like wicked narrow with
Cannon's
a bunch
hard.
of trees. Yeah, Cannon's a steep
Also, they
mountain.
also have a lot of bad conditions a lot of the times.
Yeah,
Like they have.
no, but there was so much snow. That's
Really?
why I went in there.
Okay, word.
So, but like I was like alone in a very difficult trail, so I was like, okay, I need to like be very safe
Yeah.
because if I get hit, like who's coming to get me?
It's also interesting.
So,
So,
I was like wicked slow
the Black Diamond, I'm guessing this is the hardest one, right?
or double black.
Double black's harder, but
Oh, shit.
it's
And
kind of subjective though. Mountains kind of choose.
yeah, Smuggler's Notch has the only triple black on the East Coast.
Yeah,
That's
but
the thing.
The black
But some
Oh,
black
shit.
diamonds
and it's
are
like, never open.
as
Have you ever
easy
done
as
it?
blue diamonds and other trails, other
Yeah.
mountains. What were you saying about?
No, I mean, my hardest one I've ever done is a blue.
Like
I
a
think it's blue diamond, right?
Yeah, or blue square.
Blue square, yeah, that's what it is. So
a blue here is a green in like out west.
okay. So, I mean, I
Allegedly.
did a blue in North Carolina, so I don't know what that would compare to around here. But we went skiing with our friend Basile, who's from France. Shout out Basile.
Does he
And,
ski in the Alps?
Yeah, dude, he has a house in the Alps. Like, the man's like a pro skier. Like, he's pretty gas at
I'm
it.
trying to go there.
But he was just like ripping the double black diamond and like the black diamond that was there. I could not do that. Like I picked it up pretty quickly, but that was still horrifying to me. Especially because I don't know, like I know it comes with time and comes with experience, but there's so much that could go wrong. You know, you get like hit a patch of ice or something, and it's super hard to stop.
Ice is the worst.
Yeah.
It's funny how in this movie they like rip a double black. The trail they rip in this mountain, they go down, they ski down.
It's inverted.
Yeah, it's inverted. It's the kind of trail you take a helicopter to the top to ski down, and they're not even wearing helmets. And they almost look like they haven't skied in like a long time, if ever.
Yeah.
They just go down. They get
Shout
hurt.
out the stunt doubles for real.
Shout out the stunt doubles, yeah. But
Tips fucking down.
it's pretty funny. It was pretty funny. Yeah, I don't know, just a great time. In a whole time traveling vibe, we did it last time with Tenet. Obviously, Tenet was way more confusing with time travel.
Yeah. It was more so about the time travel aspect.
The astrophysics. This one's more just like.
This one makes it nice and simple.
But let's get into it a little bit though, okay? The physics of this movie.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
So,
You mean the bomb?
what?
The bomb.
What bomb?
The Chernobyl.
The Chernobyl bomb.
Oh yeah. That's what caused the hot tub time machine. Yeah. So I'm gonna explain quantum physics. I'm just kidding, but like, let's talk about the time traveling timelines a little bit. Okay. So they start out in, obviously they start in like probably 2010, travel back to 1986, and then Lou stays there, and he like lives his life from 1986 again back to 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else travels back from 1986 to a different future than they were originally from, a different timeline. Right. Do you think those characters have any memory of what happened the last 30 years?
Not at all.
No?
Well, because we get to that scene where Nick is dropping off Adam at his house, and he is like, do I walk in? And he gets inside the house, and he's with the girl. What's her name? Rose?
April.
No, April. He sees April in the house, and apparently they've had a relationship since the 80s, whenever this was taking place, 86.
Yeah, Lou went back into the 80s with that. Adam was like, yo, go after her.
Which also brings up kind of our last episode with Tenet, which is so strange. So that basically means that like our past versions of ourselves, I guess you could say, but could be altered, but they're also like different. They're different than us now. Like, they don't have the same consciousness that we do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if they did, then he would just know that he was with April.
Yeah.
But obviously not.
Yeah, it is weird. Like
Buffalo.
Again, like, just I think it's kind of the easy out, and when you're talking about like time travel.
Yeah.
But like it's probably just a multiverse where they just have like different levels of like the the timeline of when they're in the normal present before they time travel back is definitely different than the universe of when they travel back in time, from the 80s, back when Lou was in charge of the world, pretty much.
I think we've put more thought into this than the writers of Hot Tub Time Machine.
I mean, it's just weird though, because if you're, who's the guy who's John Cusack's character, Adam?
Yeah.
Like, imagine just like coming back from the future and just having this wife from for 30 years, 25 years probably.
That he technically only met for 2 days.
That's pretty weird. And like, I definitely like this movie more when they're back in time. When they come back into the present, I don't know. I don't like that as much. I feel like that's not as a fun concept because like, dude, that'd be kind of fucky.
Yeah.
Lou just fucks everything up.
Lou fucks everything up. Who's the guy with the hair? Facial hair? No facial hair?
No.
Jacob.
Jacob
is like, yo, this guy who's been an asshole my whole life now, my dad, after like 24
I also
hours.
saw that coming right from the beginning.
Yeah.
I did make that point. I was like, this is definitely his dad.
You did.
But I don't know. I think that's the whole point of this one. It's like not to look too deep into it, but
it's still fun though with the whole time travel
concept.
thing. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You gotta see Hot Tub Time Machine 2 now.
Yeah, especially because Derek from Step Brothers is in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely interested in that.
Yeah.
When you punched the one they call Derek,
call me Dragon.
So we gotta do Step Brothers at some point.
Oh, for sure.
So, little fun discussion question for you all. Okay.
Hit me with it.
If you could travel back into time, what are some of the places you travel? If you could go back for a weekend, like 2 nights.
Anywhere,
anytime. I have some answers. If you want to think about it, I don't know if you have any answers right now.
Yeah, definitely gotta think.
You have any answers for that?
Just for like, we're talking like a nice relaxing weekend.
No, anything. You have a little whatever your motivation for.
Okay,
it could be anything.
Adventure.
Nick, you have an answer?
Yeah, so I got mine kind of. I would definitely want to travel back to the time